In February this year, we took our cat on a 20-hour flight from Kuala Lumpur to Denmark with a stopover at Turkey. It was hectic, stressful, and surprisingly okay. Here's how it went. We left for KLIA 1 around 7 p.m. Our flight was at 11:45 p.m., but we wanted to get there early to sort out our cat's paperwork, just in case something went wrong. Thankfully, everything went smoothly. At check-in, we handed over the export documents, but they also asked for a copy, so it's better to bring extras. And once that was done, they put a label on the pet carrier and we are good to go. There was a security check at the boarding gate, but they didn't inspect the carrier. The vet advised fasting him before the flight, so while waiting to board, we just gave Cooper water and treats, and we also gave him some medication to help him calm down. The boarding was smooth. We actually booked a middle seat for a bit of extra space because the seats did not have a lot of legroom. So having the whole row to ourselves definitely helped. Then the takeoff was quite tough on him. He started breathing heavily from the noise and movement. So for the in-flight meal, I had a penne with tomato sauce, but I barely ate. We also gave Cooper more treats so he can have something as well. I was a bit worried that he wouldn't have the treat, but he did, so that's good. We actually had to force him to drink water because we don't want him to be dehydrated. Halfway through the flight, Cooper was either sleeping or just quietly looking around. We took turns keeping an eye on him, but honestly, I couldn't really sleep. I was just too anxious and I ended up breaking out in hives from stress. Before landing, we got served breakfast. After about 12 hours in the air, we finally landed at Istanbul International Airport with no issues whatsoever. So we have a 5-hour layover in Istanbul, and right after landing, we had to go through another security check before heading to the departure area for our connecting flight. One of our first missions was to find a pet relief station. It was not easy to spot. We got lost a few times, but we eventually found one near Louis Vuitton next to the restrooms. It was small but surprisingly clean. They do have kibble, litter boxes, and trash bins free to use. We stayed there for about 20 minutes hoping Cooper would do his business, but he was too busy exploring.
Cooper, don't lie down there. Huh?
Come on. That's disgusting.
After that, we looked for food and ended up at Shake Shack. I really needed comfort food after all the stress, and even if it wasn't the most practical option, it just made sense at that time. This is not how I want to enter Europe. Cooper kept eating his treats, which was reassuring. We eventually found a lounge area to chill while waiting to board. His carrier is expandable, so we just let him stretch out and watch people for a while. When it was time to board the next flight, we skipped the calming meds since he seemed more relaxed now compared to the first flight, and the flight duration to Copenhagen was only 3 hours. Once again, we booked the middle seat just to have some space for him. As usual, takeoff was still rough. He started breathing heavily with a rumble, but once we were cruising, he finally calmed down. I actually enjoyed this flight way more than the first one. The plane was newer and the food was really good. Cooper was more comfortable at one point. He started to come out of his carrier, but we kept him inside. Finally landing in Copenhagen, it was a bit of a reality check as the cold hit us immediately. After that, we declared Cooper at the Danish customs office and handed over the paperwork. Everything was in order and we were good to go. We are stopping at Copenhagen for one night, so we took a taxi to our hotel. We chose this hotel because it's close to the train station and it's pet friendly. So the place looked really amazing. It's stylish and very Instagrammable, but the room itself was pretty cramped for our 5 suitcases. But we managed to make it work though. In the morning, we had a couple of hours to kill before leaving for Aarhus, so we decided to walk around the area.
50.
And honestly, it's my first time in Europe, so this experience was just ingrained on my brain. I was so surprised. I mean, I know Europe is beautiful, but I didn't really realize that it would be like this. Like, the architecture is just so beautiful. And even if we didn't go to the touristy areas, there were still a lot of things to see. Eventually we found a cafe and I tried this pastry that was good but way messier than I expected. I probably should have used utensils. We are headed to Aarhus. We left around, I think, 11 or 12 in the morning. Aarhus is actually our last stop. It's about a 4-hour drive from Copenhagen. We originally planned to take the train, but moving around with 5 suitcases and a cat just wasn't practical for 2 people, so we just chose the car. Finally, arriving in Aarhus, we arrived around 4 p.m. We are staying on Strandvine for 6 weeks while looking for a permanent place. And the house is really nice. It's very cozy and people are also quite nice. So that's it for this video. In the next one, I'm gonna do a sit-down vlog and talk more about the process because I actually have a lot of details to discuss. So yeah, thank you for watching and I will see you in the next one. Bye!